That's all I can get with it.
What happened to your voice?
I have the coronavirus, that's why I don't have a voice. So clean the mic after this or you will get it.
If you are a responsible Filipino citizen watching this video at home or work, doing your part in saving the world by staying inside your house and distancing yourself from other people, then by all means, continue what you're doing before you're watching this video. But if you are still going out for completely unnecessary activities or know someone who does, such as getting together with friends and relatives, celebrating occasions in public places, or gambling, despite the declaration of Philippines under state of calamity, then let me take 5 minutes, just 5 very short minutes of your time and watch this video until the end because this is made especially for you.
Land, domestic air, and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020 and to end on April 14, 2020. I have come to the conclusion that stricter measures are necessary. For this reason, pursuant to my powers as President under the Constitution and Republic Act 11332, I am placing the entire mainland of Luzon under quarantine until April 12, 2020, coinciding with the entire end of the Holy Week.
We have discussed it actually even before this. We are inclined to extend the lockdown up to April 30. Tignan natin after that.
As of 12 noon, ngayong araw na to, ang total number na po ng ating COVID-19 positive cases ay umabot na sa 230. Ngayong Lunes, April 13, 2020, ang total po ng COVID positive cases natin sa bansa ay 4,932.
Let's start with the basics. COVID-19 is a disease caused by a new strain of coronavirus. This is a new virus linked to the same family as severe acute respiratory syndrome or SARS and some types of common cold. Symptoms can include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. In some severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia or breathing difficulties. These symptoms are similar to the flu or the common cold, which are a lot more common than COVID-19. This is why testing is required to confirm if someone has COVID-19. The virus is transmitted through direct contact with respiratory droplets of an infected person generated through coughing or sneezing. Individuals can also be infected from touching surfaces contaminated with the virus and touching their faces afterwards. Older people and people with chronic medical conditions such as diabetes and heart disease appear to be more at risk of developing severe symptoms. It is possible for people of any age to be infected with the virus, but so far there are relatively few cases of COVID-19 reported among children. The virus can be fatal in rare cases, so far mainly among older people with pre-existing medical conditions. There is no currently available vaccine for COVID-19. As with other respiratory infections like the flu or the common cold, public health measures are critical to slow the spread of illnesses. Public health measures are everyday preventive actions that include staying home especially when sick, covering mouth and nose with flexed elbow or tissue when coughing or sneezing, washing hands often with soap and water, and cleaning frequently touched surfaces and objects. With COVID-19 cases in the Philippines soaring to nearly 5,000 this April 13, 2020, the goal is to slow the spread of the disease and allow hospitals to accommodate COVID-19 patients without being overwhelmed. If you are among the people who are still skeptical of the measures in place to prevent more infections, this list might help you understand how serious COVID-19 is and why you should practice social distancing and stay at your home. This is the first disease caused by a coronavirus to be classified as a pandemic. This means that the outbreak has already crossed continents and has infected a large number of people. In the case of COVID-19, cases are being reported across continents daily, with the epicenter of the disease moving from China in Asia to Italy in Europe and the United States in North America. Among the most concerning things about COVID-19 is the fact that many of those already infected didn't show any symptoms at all. The World Health Organization, or WHO, estimates that as much as 80% of all positive cases have shown zero to mild symptoms, thus making it extremely hard to detect without testing. The disease being asymptomatic also makes it hard for national governments around the world to stop the spread of COVID-19. To be fair, our frontline health workers are among the most dedicated and most hardworking in the world. handled. The problem lies in the healthcare facilities that they work from and house them. According to the WHO, public hospitals and health units in the country are underfunded, poorly equipped, and lack adequate human resources. Now, imagine the same public hospitals handling thousands upon thousands of positive COVID-19 cases. Do you really want to risk your life for two chickens to fight? I think not. While we have some of the most state-of-the-art private hospitals, they are often beyond the budget of the majority of Filipinos. The only way that these high-end hospitals can be accessed by Filipinos is through healthcare and insurance plans, which not everyone has. Even without COVID-19, pneumonia has a dubious distinction of being the third leading cause of death in the Philippines, according to the latest WHO data published in 2017. This disease is responsible for the death of approximately 57,000 Filipinos every year, only behind heart disease and stroke. This is particularly alarming, especially now given that the severe pneumonia is often the cause of death of COVID-19 patients. Similar to MERS and SARS, two other diseases caused by coronaviruses, WHO states that the most severe cases of COVID-19 shows patients developing complications such as pneumonia, multiple organ failures, and ultimately death.
Thank you so much for your 5 minutes. The main goal of this video is not to spread fear, but to make people realize that this is not the time to be selfish. You may think that you are healthy and young, less susceptible of the disease, but that does not mean that the people around you are. You could be a carrier that could make this pandemic stay much more longer than we ever wanted, just because you are bored. This video is to make people realize that if you are still left to go out to concerts, use public transport, or attend mass gathering, then logically, more people will get infected. Now, if you lessen the number of people in a certain location, tell them to stay away from each other, then eventually seclude them, the virus will still spread, however, it will do so at a much slower rate. Alongside all the things that you should be worried about the COVID-19 are the things that you should be thankful for and anticipate, which will be the content of my next video. Please do not hesitate to pass this video on to those people who need more insight about the situation. If you have more information, suggestions, or stories that could help our fellow men, please feel free to comment down below. Again, thank you so much and see you on part 2.